that time again when your police service, the Zimbabwe Republic Police, interacts with you, fellow Zimbabwean citizens, on Crime Watch with a view to forge a common front in fighting crime. Elliot Kudzai Kanyani is my name. It is always an extraordinary privilege to join you from wherever you are across this beautiful nation. The Zimbabwe Republic Police appreciates your support, which always go a long way in the apprehension of criminals. And pursuant to this cause, a number of people have been arrested, brought before the courts of law, subsequently convicted, and given varying sentences. Philip Rufaro, age 34, and Joseph Rukiona, age 28, robbed Godfrey Ngonyama, aged 40, of property worth over 40,000 RTGS dollars at gunpoint. The duo appeared before Mutare Magistrate Court, where they were convicted and sentenced to 12 years imprisonment each. Atwo Mahakwa, aged 30, who stole a total of 115 drums by 200 liters of stable tar along the Harare-Masvingo Highway, appeared before Chifu Magistrate Court and was convicted and sentenced to 25 years imprisonment. Lastly, Fanuel Chipeni, aged 20, who lured a 17-year-old girl into a bush and raped her once, was subsequently convicted and sentenced to 18 years imprisonment at Murewa Regional Court last month. Before we look at major arrests of the week, the Zimbabwe Republic Police would like to warn members of the public who are involved in acts of violence at mining sites using machetes and other dangerous weapons to attack people that the law will be applied on them without fear or favor. The Zimbabwe Republic Police does not tolerate acts of criminality, and any lawbreakers will without hesitation be brought to book. This follows a sad incident which occurred in Gweru Rural District, where 8 people were involved in violence using machetes, leaving some of them seriously injured. The 8 are all being charged for public violence and will appear in court soon. Apart from this, police have made remarkable arrests across the country in the past week, leading to the recovery of various properties. Criminal Investigations Department, Commercial Crimes Division, Northern Region, has arrested Leroy Jason, age 27, for defrauding 2 electrical shops by tendering fake mobile money transfer transactions.
Accused Leroy Jason and his accomplice, who is still at large, went to 2 electrical shops in Harare and presented fake text messages showing that they had paid for televisions and other electrical gadgets worth over 220,000. Through that misrepresentation, complainants released 5 televisions and S9 Samsung mobile phone. Later, after the accused persons had left with the goods, they checked in their wallets and discovered that no payment had been made by the accused person. Hence, they made their reports to the police. CID, Commercial Crimes Division, Northern Region, instituted investigations which led to the arrest of accused person Leroy Jason and recovery of televisions. Accused person has since appeared in court and is currently on remand. Investigations are still in progress to account for the outstanding accused person Mike Harris Faris Chiangwa and the recovery of a Samsung mobile phone. We have also recovered a BMW motor vehicle without registration numbers that was used by the accused person and his accomplice to ferry the goods to the places where they had hidden the television sets.
It is also important that the shop owners should confirm with the service providers if the transactions they would have received are genuine. We also urge members of the public to report such fake transactions to the police. As a section, we are working very hard to bring such culprits to book. And as of now, we have accounted for quite a number of accused persons who are committing these offenses and they are appearing in court.
The Commercial Crimes Division has also nabbed a fraudster after he swindled hundreds of people through fake investment schemes in Harare.
As CID, Commercial Crime Division, Northern Region, we are currently seized with a number of fraud cases, commonly known as investment frauds or pyramid schemes or Ponzi schemes. We recently arrested an accused person by the name of Silas Chimuka. The accused person approached fellow congregates at a church meeting and sold them the idea that he was able to invest their monies into a scheme which would reap rich rewards ranging between 500 to 700% in interest. Unsuspecting congregates plowed in varying amounts of money into this scheme. After that, the accused person became evasive to the point of trying to skip our borders into one of our neighboring countries. As of now, a total of 336 congregates have come in with their reports, and they lost an aggregate amount of $1,093,755.
Mazuva ekutanga ipa vanhu akati munhu akaisa mari obudisa mari achipa vanhu achibudisa mari kusvika pakuzoti akazenga akupuwa mari yakawanda mari haana zenga akuzobudisa mari iyo kusvika pakuzoti munhu akatozovhara nekutozotiza nepasitorina polisi pavadai munhu atotoziva kuti hamheno kwaari saka patakatonzwa kuti munhu ari kurimandi takatofara straight.
Dividends payouts mamwe anga kusvika 60,000 pamwe vacho takamupa 4,000 USD after a month towana 12,000 16,000 hapana chakabuda.
We would like to urge members of the public not to fall for such fly-by-night investment schemes which promise them above average returns on investments, as they run the risk of losing their hard-earned cash.
Welcome to the second segment of Crime Watch, and thank you for staying tuned. The police in Victoria Falls have successfully dealt with curio vendors who had become a barrier to the safety of tourists in the resort town, whom they harassed and pestered to buy their wares even against their will.
We have got two types of curio vendors. There are some genuine curio vendors and some are bogus. Those genuine curio vendors, they are given stands to do their business. But we have got criminals who come in the jacket of curio vendors within the streets. These take advantage of the curio business to pester tourists, to force them into buying their wares with the intention of what? Of stealing their property. In light of this, we tried to help the tourism police to remove such elements within the society by introducing the CPU, putting a close eye on these bogus curio vendors. This helped us to drive those curio vendors off the streets.
Police have since been commended for making Victoria Falls a safe tourist destination.
I think you can see and experience, if you've been to Victoria Falls, that the crime rate is relatively very, very low. It's simply because people are on duty, and it has sort of molded a mutual character amongst people. And I'm very thankful that you gave me this platform to thank the ZRP for its wonderful job that it's doing. May they keep their good work up.
We have felt very safe. There would be no reason for anybody to be concerned to come and visit here. And it's just been absolutely wonderful in every aspect. And safety, number one, is very important for the American people. And they can be assured that this is a very safe place to visit.
The security has been wonderful because they will talk to us. They will see if we're okay. They asked us if there's anything they could do even. They're so almost like a tourist guide. But they've been very professional, and they have been very well dressed in their uniforms and represented their government beautifully.
Consumption of drugs often leads to other offenses such as child sexual abuse, which is a cause for concern to the police. The Zimbabwe Republic Police are engaging members of the public across the country to curb its occurrence. Just recently, ZRP Chifu took advantage of the prize-giving ceremony at Marunda Mashanu Primary School to educate learners, teachers, and community leaders on ways to fight this scourge.
Watoona nemi wana mai muchitokavhira kutoti mwana anga arepa onzi nyarara. Muri wana mai vakaita sei vanoprotecta mhondi dzinouraya future yevana. Kurepa vana moramba makazvichengeta mumwoyo pane kuti munhu afese mutongo wake. Kana imimi mukasiya vana venyu vachibhinyiwa muri muziva mozvichengeta, hokoyo nemutemo. Imimi wawana baba shuwa vamwe vanotobhinya vana vavo chaivo. Vana vavo vakabereka, vamwe muzukuru. Chiinai vana baba? Aiwa, ngatisadaro. tiripo pakuprotecta future yevana ava munoona vari apa.
Chief Nyoka, who was one of the guests at the event, talked about the prevalence of child sexual abuse in his area.
Matambudziko atiri kusangana nawo mukati mezvikoro mamwe ndeyekusazvibata kwevanhu vechikuru nekuti vakawana mwana anenge asingagari zvakanaka vanopedzisira pamwe vamukanganisa kumubata. Mwana wegrade 6 akaitirwa pamiri nemuvakidzani asi nekuda kwokuti vana mbuya vanga vachigara naye vanenge vari kubatana mukuviga mwana uyo kuti awanikwe kuti ari papi nekuti haachatouyi kuchikoro. Saka chinhu chinosuvisa ndisamambo tiri kuti mashandiro ati anomapurisa tiedze kutsvaga kuti mwana uyo ari papi. Upenyu hwemwana uyo hwatoparara nokuti kuchikoro haachaenda. Munguva pfupi inoteera ndinoimba kuti mapurisa vanenge vaita basa ravo, vanowana kune mwana musikana uyu zvekare vagona kunge vachizosunga mupari wemhosva iyi.
Crime Watch caught up with a number of people who graced this occasion.
Chinhu chakakosha kuti vanoita nezvemutemo vange vachiuya paungano dzakadai vachidzidzisa vanhu pamusoro pezviri kuitika munharaunda. Saka zvakakoshawo kuti patinoita ungano dzakafanana neidzi tinge tichivakoka kuti vange varipo vachidzidzisa veruzhinji maererano nekudzivirirwa kwekuparwa kwedzimhosva.
Tinokurudzira vezera rangu kuti tirege kumanikidzwa kuita zvatisingadi nanasekuru. Kana ukaona vachikumanikidzwa kuita zvausingadi, une kodzero yekunotaura kumaticha kana kune shamwari yako chero kune munhu mukuru ari pedyo newe.
As the rain season is approaching, it is prudent to be extra cautious and treat any water body as a hazard in order to save lives. In a sad story, a 41-year-old man drowned in Hokoyongozi Dam, Lombotombo, in Marondera.
We are here at the pool of death, commonly known by the local people as Hokoyongozi, only because a lot of people have lost their lives after venturing into the deep, dark waters that are actually behind me here. Recently, a life was lost when a mentally challenged person had to come to this place without anyone monitoring him, and as a result, he had to drown. As you can see, this place is not secured or fenced, which means people can come willy-nilly to venture into this dangerous pool. And as police, we are worried and concerned at the same time by the number of people that drowned, and would like to take this opportunity to appeal to guardians and parents that they should not let mentally challenged people, even children, to come to this place. Whenever they come to do their chores, let elder people monitor the activities of children. And what we want at the end of the day is to ensure that no life will be lost.
Still looking at the impending rain season, road traffic accidents are a major concern, and the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe talked about this issue as we try to promote safe driving on our highways.
The rains are upon us. This is October. And what is it that the driver has to bear in mind? What are the tips? Number one, the good driver, the safer driver, will ensure that they are safe, they are fit to drive the vehicle. That's number one. Because fitness of the driver will eradicate any kind of impairment in judgment by the same driver. Number two, then they have to look upon their vehicle and the fitness of the vehicle to be driven. Generally, the vehicle must be fit to be driven on our roads, especially when it is raining. Can you imagine when you experience a breakdown and it's pouring? It's a torrential kind of rainfall. You wouldn't like to have such kind of situation. When it comes to vehicle fitness, there are a number of issues to be checked by the driver. The brakes, the steering must be in top shape. This is very critical. We must all be aware that the first rains are the most dangerous because when they fall, they mix with gases spilled on the road, tarmac by the vehicles. And this kind of mixture is a slippery mixture. So we are supposed to stay alert and make sure that as drivers, we take care of that. There's also the need for our drivers to ensure that they keep their following distance. Remember, you must watch out for the brake lights of the vehicle ahead of you. Many times we have collisions of vehicles with the vehicle behind, vehicle ahead, as a result of improper following distance having been maintained by the driver. That should not be the case. The most important item that drivers find it very disturbing is window fogging or windscreen fogging from the exterior of the vehicle or from the interior. It happens when temperature disparity exists between the interior of your vehicle as well as the exterior. So you have window fogging. When it's happening inside the vehicle, you might be having an aircon. So you moderate your aircon to neutralize the kind of fogging. Rivers will be on floods. Bridges will be flooded. It's common sense driving that will save the day. Common sense means that thou shalt never drive through flooded bridges and flooded rivers. And we continue to repeat, thou shalt not drive through flooded rivers and flooded bridges. Who is key here is the passenger. The passenger, you must warn the driver against such a negligence, because it is your life at stake. If the driver continues to drive through the flooded rivers and bridges, opt out. And vanofamba onetsoka fambirai kure apa mune makachena zvokuchena zviya zvokuti kana mukapfuura nepamba zvitunha zvinodongorera muchena mune muinawo munodigwa mvura zveimwe munofambira pedyo nedzimotikari. Imi fambirai kure kuti musazotsamwira vedzimotikari vanenge vakupfachukirai mvura yekupfachukirai apa mucheno wese unobva wati parara. So ndizvo zvatada kuti kuchenjedzai vadikani, udzai vamwe pamugwagwa panoda kuudzanai.
Welcome to the third and final segment, and thank you for staying tuned. We start this segment by highlighting people who are on the police wanted list. Simbarashe Taruona, age 21, of Mukarati village, Chief Benura Mondoro, is being sought by ZRP Airport Harare for a case of rape. Queenspark police in Bulawayo are looking for Melon Kanye, age 27, of Broadcasting Farm, Bubi District, Bulawayo, for rape. Emmanuel Zimati, age 26, of house number 15211, Chikumbo Street, Mucheke F. Mashingo, is wanted by ZRP Muchakata in connection with a robbery case. The second session of the 9th Parliament of Zimbabwe was recently opened, and the Zimbabwe Republic Police Mounted Unit provided the mounted escorts to His Excellency Comrade Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. The 2019 Commissioner General of Police Fanfare was held last week, and Crime Watch was part of the proceedings.
One speaker once said, go into the world and do well, but more importantly, go into the world and do good. Remember, we make a living by what we get, but more importantly, we make a life by what we give. For those willing to give, Morris Depot Grounds in Harare was the place to be on the 28th of September 2019. And yes, you guessed right, the ceremonial incubator of police officers was hosted to the 2019 Commissioner General of Police Fanfare. The Fanfare, which is indeed a top-shelf event on the Zimbabwean showbiz calendar, lived up to its billing as it attracted multitudes of revelers, much to the excitement of the expectant and jovial crowd.
Fanfare, we are enjoying.
I'm happy to be at Fanfare. The horse ride was fun.
Tikufara kuti commissioner vatirangarira vakatipa mukana wekuti isusu nemhuri dzedu tiungane tiri pamwe chete tichifara nemhuri dzedu. Ndiyo Christmas yacho yatatounzirwa gore rino nezeta rapi.
Into esifuqe kakhulu ukuthi sibuye lapha yindaba yokuthi lesi senzakalo sinceda abantwana abazintandane, abantwana abaswelayo. Lathi yikho sithabile ukuthi sibuye sibe yingxenye yalesi senzakalo. Siyabonga kakhulu ku Commissioner General wethu. Sikuthola kakhulu la sikuba kushathwe kakhulu. Thanks to the ZRP.
The Commissioner General of Police Fanfare also provided opportunities for business people.
So ingoya kuti vanhu vanopombonoka aungouya kuzotamba mimanzi asi unoyawo kuzoitawo mari inochengetawo mhuri dzako, and a certain percentage woichiendawo kunewo the less privilege.
I want to take this opportunity to thank Zimbabweans for your response. Zimbabweans have thronged this venue to ensure that they support us. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the Zimbabwe Republic Police Command because they have been supporting us so that this event can actually be a success. So together as your police service and the general populace, we want to thank you very much. You are making a difference to the disadvantaged children in society. Whatever we are going to get, please be rest assured is going to be channeled towards the cause of the disadvantaged children.
As individuals, we are like a drop of water, but together we are indeed an ocean. Alone, we can do little, but together we can do much more. Let us harness our energies towards assisting the police in its corporate social responsibilities, which are being spearheaded, of course, by the Commissioner General of Police himself, Tandabantu Godwin Matanga. Together, we can make a difference in other people's lives. This leaves me to thank the production crew and you, our most valued clients, for not only assisting us in helping the disadvantaged members of our communities, but equally in partnering us in the fight against crime. Until we meet again next time, why not make a date with us come year 2020, when we bring to you once again the Commissioner General of Police Fanfare, the Commissioner General of Police Horse Race, among other initiatives meant to help disadvantaged members of our communities. It's bye-bye for now.
Chamiso chakaitika hama wepasirino Mai Maria, Mai Vasha Jesu, Mai Magdalena Dokufumira kurinda kuyeone Jesu amuna Vakangona machira chete Parindiri vekuva Isisaka vashamisa Ibwako kunguruka musiwo zarurika Jesu omuka kuvafise utaura kwakaita Kungosiya machira chete Kana vanhu venyika vakatyiswawo nazo kuti kufa kwake vese vakakuona kuzoti kumirwa kwake vazhinji zvaivamukisa sei kusara machira chete samato yavamachira chete Jesu vakamuka machira chete chete vatungamiri venyika navo saka vashamisa iwe ukunguruka musiwo zarurika